Welcome to the Capital Exchange. I'm Steve Wilbur, Managing Director at Allen Capital Group.
And I'm Travis Portwood, Chief Investment Officer with Allen Capital Group.
Travis, we're a Nebraska company, and you and I work out of the Omaha office. We would be remiss if we didn't discuss one of the most, if not the most, successful or famous investors in the world. Warren Buffett lives just a few miles down the road from us, and normally the meeting is held here in Omaha.
Yeah, this weekend.
And just across the street is from our office is Regency Mall and Borsheim's, where a lot of the events are held for the Berkshire meeting. This year, though, is different, isn't it? With COVID, we're not going to have the meeting here in Omaha.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to attend the meeting. But like in past years, they are going to stream it on Yahoo, so we will be able to watch. You know, in 1965, Warren bought controlling interest in Berkshire Hathaway through Buffett Partnership. In 1969, he dissolved the partnership and gave the money back to the partners.
You don't see that very often.
No, very rare. The reason he did that is because he did not understand the market and what the market cap or the market valuations. So he decided, though, to keep ownership, seeing Berkshire Hathaway as an investment vehicle for the future. Today, Berkshire Hathaway has a market cap of approximately $625 billion, which is extremely impressive, isn't it?
It's very impressive, Steve, what Warren's been able to build over all these years. And, you know, Berkshire is unique, different, or special, however you want to describe it in a few ways. One of the primary roles of a CEO is capital allocation. You know, much of the time, CEOs allocate capital back into their primary business or industry that they're operating in, regardless if that return makes sense or is going to be profitable for the company. That's what they know. That's where they invest. Warren and Charlie have actually set up Berkshire in a different manner. They have the ability to allocate their capital across multiple industries or multiple businesses, wherever they see the best opportunity. They aren't stuck investing in a singular business that might not be worth reinvesting that money into at the particular moment. A classic example Warren will often give at these meetings is See's Candy. See's is a profitable business that generates considerable cash flow, but investing that cash back into See's won't make See's more profitable and won't generate similar returns. So Warren takes that cash and he invests it in other businesses like a Nebraska Furniture Mart or Apple stock that he's purchased in the market. Next, Berkshire's operations are decentralized. The home office, right up the street, like you said, has how many employees?
25.
Running a $600 billion company.
That is extremely efficient, isn't it?
It's efficient because when Berkshire acquires a company, they trust management to run that company. They believe that the management or the people they have running the company are the experts in their field, and they just get out of the way. And it's also one of the reasons Warren probably invested in the company in the first place, is the people. Then that profitable business generates cash and sends the checks back to Omaha, and then Warren and Charlie will allocate that capital where they see fit.
You know, Travis, every year at this meeting, people are curious about what Warren is going to say about a number of different things. So let's cover that. The first one is the economy. Does he see the same thing that the media is reporting on, where the economy is going to be really good over the next couple of years, supposedly? I'll be curious to see what he says about that. What does he think about the markets? Are they overvalued? Are they undervalued? And really, how's that all going to relate to the interest rate environment that we're in today?
Yeah, people will be interested in the state of Berkshire as well. I mean, it is the Berkshire meeting. And through the vast array of businesses that Berkshire has accumulated over all these years, Warren has a unique lens and a good pulse for the economy and what's happening in the country right now. He won't go into detail, but we might get an idea if there's any deals in the pipeline of businesses he might want to acquire. Given Berkshire's considerable cash position, he's hunting elephants, and there's just not a lot of elephants out there. And last, he might expand on future share repurchases. If there aren't any deals in the pipeline or other investment opportunities he sees, he might continue to repurchase Berkshire stock if him and Charlie think it's at a undervalued or reasonable price to do so.
You know, Travis, people obviously are interested in all of that. But I think one of the defining lessons that we can take from Warren and what he's done over the years is that it's actually time in the market, not timing the market is what's important. And it's about being patient and disciplined. And Warren embodies all of it, doesn't he?
He does embody that. And now in his 90s, he's been in the market and patient and disciplined for longer than anyone you could probably remember, right?
Yeah, so, for sure.
And as we consider his legacy now, we're going to consider him, obviously, as one of the greatest investors of all time. But he has committed to giving away the majority of his wealth for the betterment of society. So with that in mind, you know, I think we're equally going to remember him, or his legacy is equally going to be perhaps one of the greatest philanthropists of all time.
Yeah, and we've learned so much from him up to this point, and we're going to learn a lot more moving forward in the future from Warren, aren't we?
I certainly hope we have many more years.
Yeah. Travis, this has been great. I look forward to it next week.
I look forward to it as well. Thank you for watching this week's Exchange.
To make sure you don't miss out on future discussions, please follow us on social media.
Make sure to like and share our videos, and we'll see you next week.